Monk on the beat.
DBN Radio, baby. DBN Radio, baby. Dante's Boxing Nation live. It's going down like a plane crash. Y'all know what it is. Hopefully, things go as according to plan. We have a very, very special guest. He should be calling in about 5 minutes. You know what it is, AKA Bomb Squad, the Bronze Bomber, the heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder. He should be joining us shortly. Matter of fact, they texting me right now saying it's a go. So that's what it is, y'all. Welcome to the show, everyone. Let me go ahead and switch this camera. And let me go ahead and shout out everybody. Let me scroll all the way to the top for everybody the first cats. Let me see. Let's see what it is. Yes, sir. My man, Full-Time Killer. Jay Wright says Bomb Squad. My man said, what's going on, Dante? D Nizzle. Yes, sir. Bomb Squad, Bomb Squad, Bomb Squad. All day. It's going down, y'all. Rep your city, man. Rep your town. Rep your country. It's going down over here, y'all. Hashtag new media. Hashtag Dante's Boxing Nation. Everybody just tuning in once again. We should have special guest, the heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder, on the horn, and in probably about 5-10 minutes. But before we even get him up, and and if you guys want to call in, I'm gonna ask Deontay Wilder once again if we get him on the show, because you can have all kind of stuff planned, but you just never know when people gonna call in until they actually call in. So our fate is in his hands right now. But if he does call in, you guys want to ask the heavyweight champion some questions, I'll open up the phone lines. All right, phone lines will be open. You guys see the number right there on the screen. That's what it is, y'all. I want to talk about before we get Deontay Wilder on the horn, I want to talk about this situation briefly about Gennady Golovkin, man. Them walls are closing in, man. Them walls are closing in on your boy Gennady Golovkin. For those of you guys who haven't been following the news, not only is Jamal Charlo a headache, a problem, the number one mandatory for Gennady Golovkin's belt, or one of his belts, but now the winner of Danny Jacobs versus Selesky will also be a mandatory. And then you have Andrade versus Darenchenko. The winner of that fight is going to be a mandatory as well. So, man, there's really nowhere for Gennady Golovkin to go where it's going to be safe. Not at 160. So the question is, does he retire? Does he move up to 168? Or does he bite the bullet? We're going to find out, guys. We are definitely going to find out. Once again, man, for everybody just tuning in, we are supposed to have the heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder. He's supposed to be calling in. We'll see if he calls in the next couple of minutes. And that's what it is, man. We're going to be talking about all this stuff, this Anthony Joshua stuff, this Joseph Parker stuff, this restraining order that your boy Anthony Joshua put on Deontay Wilder, requesting that Wilder not come a certain feet, within his range in the ring after the Parker fight, should he win the Parker fight. We're going to talk about all of that, guys. We're going to talk about all of that. Once again, the phone lines will be open, so you guys can call in. You guys can ask the heavyweight champion some questions. Once again, if he calls in, let me go ahead and see what you guys are talking about. Let me check the comments real quick, see what it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm reading the comments right now. My man Tony said British heavyweights ripping shit up. Okay. We'll see what Anthony Joshua thinks about ripping some stuff up if he beats Joseph Parker. Yeah, man. Shout out to my man Rio Amon. He said, Dante, talk about that GG thing. Fam, you already know we're going to talk about that. Cambridge, UK in the building. Man, like I said, go ahead and rep your city, rep your state, rep your country. You already know Dante's Boxing Nation is international all day. Stockton, California, Black Indian tribe. All right, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, we're going to talk about all of that, man. We're going to talk about all of that. Gennady Golovkin, boy, oh boy, it's a hard knock life for Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez. Boy, they both going through it if you think about it. They are both going through it. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. And once again, for everybody just tuning in, Gennady Golovkin, he's backed up into a corner right now. Those walls are closing in mighty quick. Now he's got to deal with Danny Jacobs as a mandatory, assuming he beats Zaleski. Charlo's already a mandatory, right? Demetrius Andrade versus Darren Yemchenko will be a mandatory. This man, Gennady Golovkin, he went from having opponents like Dominic Wade, Marco Antonio Rubio, and Adama to now having Charlo, Andrade, Darenchenko, and a rematch with Danny Jacobs, man. Boy, oh boy, it's getting serious. It's getting as serious as a heart attack for Gennady Golovkin, and I can't wait to see what he's going to do. I can't wait to see what he's going to do. So once again, guys, I'm waiting right now to see Deontay Wilder's supposed to call in. Like I said, if he doesn't call in, we just going to keep pushing, and I'm going to keep talking this news, and I'm going to answer, take some calls, and we're going to go ahead and take it from there. So that's pretty much what it is. Let me go ahead and check the comment section real quick. What you guys talking about over here? It's all about BJ Sanders. Is that what he said? Yeah, nowhere to hide at 160, said my man X. Yeah. Uh-huh. Reading the comments right now. Y'all already know what it is, man. DBN Live. We getting it in, y'all. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. My man Kaz, what you know about that Toussaint Louverture? Yeah, man, we got to get that movie out. Damn, all this Birth of a Nation. Let's tell that real story. Toussaint Louverture. Yeah, we'll talk more about that on my other channel. Yeah, I'm reading comments right now. Alabama, what was that? Albania in the house. That's what it is. Albania showing that love. What's going on to my girl L Flowers in the comment section? Triple G has to fight somebody. Baby. What's the word, fam? Yeah, man. Gigi gonna move up. That's what he gonna do. Like I said, man, it'll be interesting to see what he does. But once again, like I told you guys, we're gonna have a very, very special guest. And I'm going to go ahead. I believe he's called in. Hopefully I'm right. Let me go ahead and try to get this right and introduce my man, hopefully. All right, guys. So with no further ado, we have special guests on the horn, the heavyweight champion of the world, bronze bomber. My man Deontay Wilder is on the horn. What's going on, Deontay?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
All right. That's what I'm talking about. According to plan. Welcome to the show, bruh. Hey, first things first, I want to say it's been a whole lot going on, Wilder. And I want to just start with, after you destroyed your boy Ortiz, I want you to explain to the fans basically, how you were planning on going to the Parker fight, the Joshua versus Parker fight, and what Anthony Joshua said in response to that. If you could kind of just, break that down, Deontay.
I'm sorry about that, Dante. You hit out at one point in time. Could you repeat that?
Broke up.
One
Okay.
more time for me?
No problem. No, I wanted to ask you if you could kind of just explain how you were planning on going to the UK, sitting ringside to watch Joshua versus Parker, and how Anthony Joshua reacted and responded. Just explain that whole situation if you can.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, for sure. I was definitely looking forward with working with Sky Sports when they called me to come and work with them again because I've done it before with them with the Klitschko fight, and we work good hand in hand. You know, I enjoy working side by side with Carl Froch and Adam Smith, so it's great. But I told them that I would come, no matter how much money they was talking about giving me. Because I hear people, when you hear about in the UK, when you hear Eddie talking about, they was gonna pay him and all this, but I told them on one condition that I will come, and that if I can get in the ring at the end, if Joshua wins, and they said there shouldn't be no problem. So I said, okay, cool, I'm there. And a couple of days later, I get a call back from my manager, and he said that it's not gonna be possible to get in the ring. I was still considering coming. I had a couple of things that had in mind. I had a couple of other adventures I could have explored, but it wouldn't have been the same as being among 70,000 people in the arena and the millions that's going to be watching, to get in the ring with this man face to face, eye to eye.
Of course.
To confront him and say, yo, let's fight, because it's always his side and it's our side. Some believe he wants to fight, but we ain't making the necessary measures to make this fight happen. And some on my side and looking at him like he's scared. And then you got people that's in the middle. But one thing that you can't misinterpret, is two men face to face, eye to eye, both of them saying what's going to come out their mouth right on the spot that very night. And that was the moment that I wanted. That's all. Mm-hmm. That's all I wanted. But, come to find out I couldn't get in the ring. For the simple fact, Joshua didn't want it to happen, saying he didn't want the height, talking about, having extra security to make sure I don't get in the ring. And I even heard something to the extent of having a restraining order against me or something like that. It's at this point, it's becoming childish. At this point, it's becoming very childish. And we all know who wants to fight, and we know who don't want to fight, who's prolonging the fight. I think I'm getting so far into his, and I blame it all on his promoter. His promoter wanted to be this world famous promoter. That's why he do all these interviews. He want to be in the middle of the scene. I never seen a promoter try to be in the spotlight so heavy, like his promoter is. But if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna promote, if you're gonna say things, just say the truth. I mean, at least the fans deserve the truth. And my thing is, if your guys don't want to fight right now, just say it. I mean, everybody can move on. It's easy for people to move on with their lives when they hear the truth. It's like, we're not ready to fight right now. We want to do this. We want to do that. We got plans. Deontay Wilder is not right now in our plans. Maybe in 2 or 3 more fights, they're going to happen. And we can accept that. You may get a little criticism, but all in all, people are going to turn around and say, hey, at least they told the truth. And you can't do nothing but respect when people be straight up and be real and just tell the truth. And for that reason, I didn't come. I didn't feel like it was a necessary need, because what I wanted to do amongst the world, put them on the spot, because so many people is confused with this situation. And I wanted to address it, and I wanted to put it. I wanted AJ to speak what was on his mind and not what Eddie thinks he's saying or what Eddie putting out there that Joshua was saying, because you can't believe Eddie. Like someone said, Eddie, if you want to see a human snake, that's him. That was, and I just wanted people to hear it from Joshua's mouth, because a lot of us want to hear it from that person's mouth. And that's why I get on to these reporters and the media people. Like, when they over there across the pond interviewing them guys, give them the stiff questions. Give them the questions that the world want to know, instead of just, I'm just gonna be nice and I'm gonna sit up here and
ask him how training was and how his kids are. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, just to suck up, just to get a response. It's nah, man. At this point in time, it's enough. Enough is enough. Just get a real question. Just give them out there. They don't give them, put that pressure on them, and that's what I'm all about. And a lot of, some people think it's a mistake or not, but this is my career. This is my life. And at the end of the day, Dante, no matter how much media he said would be there and stuff like that, didn't Klitschko fight was supposed to be the biggest fight that they ever done? Mm-hmm. Wasn't the most media there? Then supposed to be in here? And I didn't even get mentioned that I was there even in the arena, yet alone talking about doing media stuff. So what would be the difference in that than this, you know? And then another thing, I'm in a win-win situation when it comes to the media and the hyping, because for the beginning, I'll say for the beginning, because I've been hearing it from the beginning, the fight's supposed to have been about Joshua and Parker. But we all know the build up to the fight has always been about Wilder and Joshua, Wilder and Dylan White, Wilder not coming. My name been all in throughout, so I'm winning, because if all the media outlets want to interview, they taking this situation what it is about me and Joshua, about me and White, about me not going there. I'm still getting the advertisement. I'm still all talk, good talk. I'm still in the midst of the talk. So if I'm there or not, I'm still getting talked about. And every time Eddie do an interview, he's talking about me. So they're listening to him. So I'm still getting the recognition that I need to build this fight without even being there. And he don't even know that. He don't even know.
And Deontay, I got to ask you the rhetorical question, though. I mean, you getting in the ring, that's been done since the inception. We done seen Mosley get in the ring with Mayweather. We done seen, Tyson Fury get in the ring with you. That's free promotion. I mean, why would you not want to promote a fight? You don't have to spend any of your money for promoting the fight. It's a free ad. And fans have been saying that they want to build this fight, like let it build. So why would you suppress building the fight? I don't. Do you feel he feels that's more pressure? That's more pressure on him to take the fight next. Is that what you think, Wilder?
Man, I've been saying that. I've been saying that for the longest, man. I've been saying that this is free advertisement. Why would you not want this? This is what the world wants to see. Even if we don't fight next, this is the build up to it when it potentially happens. Mm-hmm. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Like you said, from years and years of boxing, that right there, that event after the fight, people getting in the ring, that's a part of boxing. Yep. It's a part of promoting. It's a part of the sport. So, yes, I do feel it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure when a person knows the facts and know when he's telling the truth and not trying to manipulate people or just trying to be in the media and just say things. Because some people on their side of the coin may feel like I don't want the fight because they listen to we ain't made no offers in this. We made most of it. Y'all done heard me myself. I done spoken myself, and and I got a great team around me, but they work for me. So at the end of the day, they may give me suggestions, but I still have the last say so of what I want to do. So what I speak is what I mean. So if I give out an offer, that's what I mean.
So have you talked
until something else changes?
So have you guys talked about any money behind closed doors, though, Deontay?
Man, we ain't talked about nothing. Eddie is manipulating these people, but some of them people are they're realizing it now. I'm getting messages all the time from people over in the UK. They love me. They say, I can't wait till you knock Joshua out. I can't, a lot of them over there, write me all the time saying that. Everybody's not for him. Everybody's not the fans of Eddie over there. A lot of them can't be manipulated and cheese out of their money over there. A lot of them have woken, due to the interviews, due to the talking about me, due to going and viewing my side of the story as well, and doing their own research on it and say, you know what? Wilder really want to fight. If anybody don't think I don't want to fight, man, they're idiots. They're just plain out idiots. Because I've been talking about this fight, not just now, because heavyweight division is hot right now, but I've been talking about it at least a year and a half ago.
No doubt about it.
When it was coming out. I've been talking about this. So how do I not want to fight? It's obvious to see that I want to fight because my main goal in coming into boxing was first. I wanted to become the heavyweight champion of the world. Mm-hmm. So once I accomplished that goal, now my goal now I want to unify. And it's always been a goal since I got that belt. I wanted to unify, and upon getting my belt in 2015. And let's keep in mind going back to a lot of people. Well, why he didn't fight Klitschko? Why? I'm gonna tell you the reason why I didn't fight Klitschko. Because a lot of people fail to remember how my career started off, or how my reign became going up was. it wasn't all that right. I didn't have a lot of opportunities. Now, we got to remember that when Berman Stavern won the belt, they was trying to fight Klitschko. And Klitschko had the rest of the belts. And he was trying to fight Stavern as well, too, even writing the letters to the WBC to make this fight happen immediately. But they couldn't do it because I was the mandatory, and I wasn't accepting no sit-aside monies, no nothing. And the WBC didn't allow it to happen. So Stavern had to fight me. It wasn't no choice for where he can go voluntary because he just got a belt that was vacant. So you can't have a voluntary when you fighting for a vacant belt. Mm-hmm. You only have a voluntary when you automatically establish your name as the champion and had a defense. So he had to fight me no matter what. Mm-hmm. So when I got the belt from Stavern, I challenged Klitschko. And yeah, that may have been reports where Shelley said, well, he's just a baby, he's just young. But, you know, I didn't know nothing about that. But the simple fact, even if that was the case, I still came out 5 months after that fact and still called him out to challenge him to unify the division. Mm-hmm. What he told me? He told me that, he said, no. He said, you need to prove yourself first. I'm like, this is for unifying the division. I got a belt, you got the remaining of the belts. Why do I have to prove myself? I'm a champion. So I didn't get that opportunity, and I never got that opportunity to do so. Then people want to know, that was just the start of it. And then it started becoming domino effect. Other guys dodged me, PEDs and stuff, so I just never had that opportunity. So now I'm so adamant about unifying the division. Mm-hmm. To come where I came from in this sport, in my career, and to be where I am now, of course I'm very opinionated about it. Of course I'm very strong. I use strong demeanor. I use strong mannerism of myself towards this situation because I really want it. I want to bring the belts back to America and unify it like I always wanted. So, you know, it just, like I said, at this point it's just childish. They don't want to give the world what the world wants. They don't want to give the fans what they want to see. And that's why I said, as fans, as reporters, you know, we got to smoke them out. Continue to talk about it, continue to smoke them out. It ain't going to be a time if they're going to continue to dodge, because after a while, even the British people is going to get tired of it. And we all know that Joshua's biggest fear is losing. He stated it many times. That's why he need to take that fear patch off his shorts, because that don't apply to him. That don't apply to him. He's scared of losing, and I'm the most dangerous man in the heavyweight division. I got the power to do it. I got something that you can't teach, and when you have that, and you have an unorthodox style, very awkward, and can throw punches in any angle that I'm in, any position that I'm in, I can throw from it, whether it's right or wrong. Of course, I do all the wrong things, but that's an advantage for me because it's not textbook. Mm. And the thing about it, since I do all the wrong things and still winning and have a record of 40-0 with 39 KOs, ain't nobody ever done it before. You got other guys that do textbook things in their fight, in fighting. You got guys that are skillful, like Luis Ortiz, and still lose, to still get knocked out.
Excellent point.
So that factor of playing that, if it's not broken, why fix it? Come and play. It applies to this situation. People got to understand that I'm the first of my kind. I bring a style that nobody's never seen to boxing, and here it is. It's staying. It ain't going nowhere. I want this fight. I'm just, you know, at this point in time, I'm sitting back. We're not chasing no one. We ain't finna chase nobody. If they don't want this fight and they want to stall it and keep going, then we got other things that we're gonna do. We got other plans that we finna do.
Hey, well,
eventually the fight will happen.
Absolutely.
And when the fight does happen, I'm telling you right now on this show, Dante, I'm knocking out Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
Not just because of him, but for Eddie Hearn. I'm gonna do it for Eddie Hearn.
You gonna do it for Eddie Hearn?
Because he want to be the one that talk. He want to do all the talking. It's just like, because he can talk because he know he ain't got to take not one punch to the face when it's time. Only thing he gonna be able to do is sit on the edge of his seat and pray to God. But when the fight happens, I'm gonna take everything he said and I'm gonna take it out on Josh. When it's time to fight, and I'm gonna knock him out.
Hey, Wilder, I think they looking at you as you go in there with cheat codes. You know what I mean? Like you playing Mario Bros with 100 lives, like you said, because you can make mistakes and you can make up for it. You can do the wrong stuff and turn it into a right. And because you got them cheat codes, I think that's the reason why a lot of people, you know, they look at you, you know, as the most dangerous heavyweight in the division. Let me ask you about Dillian Whyte, man. So now I'm trying to understand this situation, Deontay. Now Eddie Hearn, he want to sick Dillian Whyte on you, and he says, you know, if you do that, then maybe you'll get the fight. Now you said I'll fight him if Anthony's name is on the contract. Has he responded to that? I mean, why would he offer you? Why would he, not even being your promoter, say, why don't you just go fight this guy? And, you know, we ain't going to promise you nothing, but we'll see. I mean, have you got a response from him? And what's your thoughts on that?
Oh, you know, we had no response from Eddie since November, like Shelly stated. You know what I mean? Shelly already answered the question, you know, since November. I'm so into his head now because I speak facts. I speak the truth. And when you a person that try to manipulate people out of their money and try to lie to them, you got to continue. See, Eddie got to continue to keep a fresh lie coming. He got to think. See, when you tell the truth, it's easy. It's simple. You just express your feelings of how it is. You express the truth. Mm-hmm. The truth sets you free. Mm-hmm. But when you're a liar and a manipulator and try to con people, you got to think of something. I think at night, every time he write down what he needs to say next, he strategize. He try to put up some, all right, I got to think this because he's coming out of lies. It's easy to see what you know. You can read between the lines of what he says now. He always contradicting what he's saying. Him and Joshua is not on the same accord. Just listen to them speak. Joshua says one thing, Eddie says another. Let me give you examples. Joshua said he's been talking to us since December. And like I said again, Shelly already came out and showed you the email address since November. We'd talked to them, we ain't talked to them since because they did not respond back to us. They came to America to talk about a whole nother fighter that wasn't even in the plan of us. And then talk about how Ortiz is a dangerous fight for us. They didn't say nothing about Joshua, period. That was the last we heard from them guys when they supposed to came back and gave us some type of offer. They always talking about having all this power, having all this money, doing all these incredible things. But why are you talking about waiting on an offer from us? Ain't you supposed to be the A side of things since people play this A and B side stuff? Don't you supposed to send the offer since you just send it to everybody else? You know, why is I'm the only one that has to raise the profile, has to hype it, has to do this, has to do that, but you have people like they talking about finding a Miller that ain't done that. What have Joseph Parker had to do to get a fight? What has Carlos Takam had to do, or
Charles
Molina
Murray,
or anybody else? Yeah. You know, anybody else down the line, which I'm happy that those guys got the opportunity. I'm excited for them that they got the opportunity that they can feed their family. That's cool and dandy. But when it's come to me, why do I'm the only one to have to go through so much? Mm-hmm. Example number 2. Eddie said Joshua knocked me out in 3 rounds. Even Joshua said certain. He you know, because of my weight, he think he can overdo things. But Eddie said he'll knock him out in 3 rounds. But Joshua says, I'm not going to be rushing in my career. Yeah. It may be 2019. It may be 2020.
You snatched my question. I was going to ask you that. You snatched my question. But go ahead, Wilder. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be rushed. Uh-huh. But your man said you'll knock me out in 3. It's so easy. Oh, I don't have no skills. Hey, let's make the fight. Mm-hmm. And then another thing, like you said, like we mentioned before. Why? You know, one person said it shouldn't be no problem to get in the ring, and the other one dismissed it. Why is it a problem to get in the ring? If you're so confident, if y'all ain't got nothing to hide, if you've been telling the truth, why is it so problem to get in the ring? Because like we stated before, this is free advertisement. You said, Hearn said he want me to hype the fight up. He needed me to raise the profile to make this fight bigger.
Eddie
but
said
Josh
that.
Will go and say,
wow. Eddie said that.
He always said, yeah, you need to raise his profile. No one knows him. You know, we've heard it. I mean, no one knows him. This fight needs to be hyped up a little bit more. You know, that's why it's not being made. This is the reason why he's saying it's not being made. But once I try to go hype the fight up and make it even bigger in front of 70,000 people and the millions that's going to be watching, what Joshua go back and do? Joshua said, nah, hell no. We ain't hyping this fight. Not for what? For what? So they're not on the same page.
Yeah.
Like my team, we're on the same page because we actually have meetings with each other. We actually discuss things. And at the end of the phone conversation, we never leave without agreeing on something. We always leave agreeing on something. And they different. That's why we all says the same thing. My team says the same exact stuff. But his team is either one thing or the other. None of them is not on the same accord. Some of the things Eddie said, Joshua don't even know about some of the information. Just like the email thing. Joshua didn't know about that.
Yeah.
He didn't know about that.
Yeah.
He didn't know about certain things. Eddie is just saying certain things to make it sound good. Especially when he say, "Oh, I just talked to Joshua." He said, "Oh yeah, he's ready. He'll fight Wilder anytime." Look at his body language. Look at his eyes. Look at everything about him. When a man lies, it's hard for him to keep his composure. It's hard for him to do certain things, even with the little smirk smiles on him. Like I said, man, it's hard to believe. It's when you have a man like that. When you have a man like that, well groomed, nice smile and blue eyes, you can't trust a man like that. Like I said before, he's a car salesman.
He's a car
You
salesman.
sell your old car and roll back the mileage on it and say drive like new.
Oh man.
It come out the car lot like new, but then it start popping like somebody firing firecrackers or somebody in the shot. And then you try to go back and get your money back. He said, didn't I say there's no refund? You know. But, at the end of the day, like I said, it's becoming childish, man. I want to fight. I want people to see one of the best fights in history, especially of our era. You know, we deserve it. The fans deserve it.
It's the biggest fight in boxing. It's the biggest fight in boxing right now. You know what I mean?
It don't get no better. That's all people been talking about. That's all, people, you trying to boost your name off of Joshua? No. You think I want to talk about this situation every day? People ask me about it. I don't just go looking for attention. Oh, let's get on this show. Let's talk about Joshua. Oh, let's talk about this. It's just a hot topic, and people want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm tired of talking about it.
You ready to just get it in? Yeah.
I'm ready to go, baby.
I feel you. Hey, Wilder, you mind the phone lines are lit right now. You mind if we take a call real quick to see if they want to ask you something?
Let's do. Let's talk to the people. Let's talk to them.
All right, for sure. All right, guys, we're going to open up the phone line. We got 347 on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from, man?
Name's Chase, calling from Brooklyn.
What's going on, Jake? What's on your mind, man? What you got to say to the champ?
I just wanted him to address the status of Anthony Joshua as champion. Anthony Joshua not even a real champion, he's a paper champion. Being a gift belt from Charles Martin, and also the WBA cheated Ortiz out of a match for the vacant title, the vacant WBA title. And now he's parading around as if he's a unified champion. He's been gifted belts. It's not right.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you, bro. I totally agree with you and that's been throughout his whole career. Even in the amateurs, they've been giving him things. Even with that gold medal, they've been giving him things, and I'm glad that you put that out there because that's another fact. Eddie signed Ortiz, gave this man a 5-fight deal, put him in a fight, and it was back-to-back, what it was, with Malik and the Allen guy, said that he looked like, he didn't look too presentable, knowing that he was in a mandatory position to fight for this title next. And then all of a sudden, he ain't good for TV, he's not going to sell. Then went to go to Palouse when you promised this guy that he was going to be able to fight for a title. And then you dismiss him just like that because he was one of the most – it ain't one. He's the most craftiest, most skillful guy in the heavyweight division. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you see the tactics that they are using? Yeah, I'm glad y'all paying attention, man. It's been throughout the whole career. And even with the title, this is not a second unification fight. This is the first real unification fight. The other belts was given. They was given and probably paid for. Don't quote me on it, but boxing is a crazy business. There's a lot of shit go down in boxing.
A lot of politics.
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't pay for him to add those belts to that. Now, this is the real unification because Parker got a belt. Parker actually defended his belt. This is the real unification when two champions come together. The other stuff, that's just out for the media to make it sound good, to make it bigger than what it is, man. But I salute to you on that, paying attention and staying woke, baby. But we going to smoke them out of there.
That's what it is. Hey, thanks for your call, man. I appreciate it, man. Take care, all right, man?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, man.
All right.
All right. I'll just take one more. I ain't gonna hold you up too long, Wilder. But here, let me take one more. We got 404. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this Q from currently in California. How y'all doing today, man?
All right, man. What's good, man?
Doing good, doing good.
Hey, Deontay, man. Hey, I love what you're doing. A big fan, man. Been rooting for you. Everything you've been saying is right. I'm glad you didn't go over there and waste your time. Okay. Big Baby Miller earlier did an interview saying that if you and Joshua fight, he would be on the undercard and he'd be willing to fight White. I want to know how you feel about that. And also, hey man, I want to go to one of your fights, but it's been a long time since you done fought west of the Mississippi. If you can either fight in Atlanta or Vegas or California, man, you got me on it. But that cold in New York just ain't gonna do for you, boy, man. So please try to make a fight in Atlanta or west of the Mississippi. Appreciate you, brother.
No problem, no problem. Answer your question. Number one, I won't have no problem if having a Miller on the undercard. I think both of those guys, White and Miller, their resume is the same. White hasn't done no more than what Miller has done. Let's keep it real. People talking about him fighting Lucas Brown when Lucas Brown coming in there looking like the character off of SpongeBob, looking like Patrick, the full yarder from the bald head down to the waistline of him.
Yeah, he was a punching bag.
Man, did you see it? I think those both would, the same as far as going off of opponents and stuff. I think that, it'll be a good fight between them two. He should pursue that in that. And, what was the second one you were saying?
When you going to fight west of Mississippi?
Yeah, west of the Mississippi. Because it's been a long time since you fought back. Because, like I said, man, New York and them snowstorms and stuff, man, people can't get down there. But if you can fight in Atlanta, I'll be there. If you fight in Vegas or L.A., I'm there. So please, if you can make that happen, brother, definitely. And I'm so happy, so happy that you're doing more TV and interviews, because I talk about you, and it's just good for people to see you on YouTube videos like The Breakfast Club or see you on ESPN, man. Like, please keep doing that, man. Because it's gonna be undeniable of who Deontay Wilder is. Thank y'all.
All right,
that's
man.
right.
That's
That's
right,
right.
man.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the support, and I'm definitely gonna grant one of your wishes for sure, especially the Atlanta one. I live in Atlanta as well. I got a home there as well, and we're looking forward to, once I unify in the division, having my first title fight there in Atlanta. So I think that's gonna be big. We're about to bust the market open over there as well too. And I'm looking forward to it, just like anywhere else, L.A. as well, too. I wouldn't mind going down to Florida. I get a lot of people talk about coming to Florida. We're going to try to make as many fights happen as possible in different areas, So we'll see what happens, but continue to follow me, continue to support me, and I appreciate you so much, brother.
All right.
All right, salute. Thank y'all.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Hey, so Wilder, the last thing I want to ask you before I let you go, since this is big news, and you can relate to this with opponents failing PED tests that you fought. I want to get your thoughts, man. Canelo Alvarez, he failed a test for clenbuterol. He's saying it's meat contamination. Now he's suspended. Now they done extended the suspension. Now, they're filing a complaint. Nevada State Athletic Commission, they're filing a complaint against Canelo. Your whole thoughts on the meat contamination excuse, the whole situation, man. Golovkin fighting him, everything, man. Because you fought Ortiz after he was suspended for a year and failed a test, building up to a fight. So you can relate to this. Your thoughts, champ.
Well, Dante, this is a very touchy subject for me because I've been a victim of it. You know what I mean? Even some of the biggest fights for my career didn't happen because of PED usage and stuff like that. So, man, it's even when you were asking me about it, I was scratching my head, man, and saying, because this, I'm just tired of, I'm just tired of hearing about these PEDs and stuff in boxing, man. It give us a bad name, man. And we done worked so hard. We continue to work so hard to put our lives on the line each and every time for others' entertainment. And for guys to you know, man, you don't want to blame nobody because, like, you don't really know.
Yeah.
You don't really know. But, you know, when you use the excuses of cows and meat and stuff, I'm like, why are you just now eating cow meat now out of all this time? Or if it was contaminated, they didn't do nothing, a report about the cows in the area being contaminated. I know over here, if anything happened to me and stuff, they report certain things. You see it in CNN and stuff like that. It's like, man, it's just so hard to
Believe.
look at this situation and say whether he did or didn't. Because, you know, when you're talking about eating meat, man, I'd rather not say nothing. You know what I mean? Because you know how I feel about it. I'd rather not, you know, say nothing. But with Triple G, you know, all fighters have their own opinion about things. All fighters, you know, only do what they feel would be beneficial for them and their health. You know, everybody don't have the mindset as Deontay Wilder, especially as the Bronze Bomber. In boxing, you know, for me, I'll fight them all. I'll fight anything. You know what I mean? I'll go in the wild and fight a bear if I have to. Shit, I go down and be at one of the Messiahs in Africa, you know, and fight the lions. Them long athletic guys that fight the lions. You know, that's what type of warriors thing I come from. But, you know, with him, you know, it's up to him. If he don't feel like he should fight because they done it, then, you know, I know a lot of fans are going to criticize him even still. You know, they probably blame him like they used to blame me, you know, when another man do something. But, man, I just wish it would stop, man. And for it to stop, these federations, man, these organizations, they're going to have to really stricken down on it, like totally, no matter, and not show no favoritism to these fighters, no matter who they are or what status they have. They can't show favoritism when it comes to this situation. Mm-hmm. They just can't. They're going to have to narrow it down and forget the money and stuff. You're talking about somebody's life, you know, and people always talk about me talking about taking a man's life, but they got to understand that that's just the Bronze Bomber. That's in the ring. At least they get an opportunity to defend themselves. Of course, you know, after the fight, of course, Deontay, I don't want that to happen. Mm-hmm. I always want a man to go back to his family because I want to go back to mine. Mm-hmm. But I understand this is boxing, and certain we sign up for certain things. And certain things can happen because the head is not meant to be hit anyway. So when we get in there and step over those ropes and that bell say, ding, and somebody get punched in the head, it's a possibility that could be the last time they get hit in the head. That's why this subject is so touchy, because when guys put stuff in their body and let their body do something that is not naturally supposed to do, now you taking you advancing the risk of actually really killing a man in the ring instead of a guy just coming in just like me just talking. I want to do this, do that. At least I'm clean.
Mm-hmm.
At least I'm clean. At least I don't try to cheat and do that. So man, man, it's sad to even be talking about this after all the situations and the examples that have been going on in boxing, and it's still occurring time and time again, even in the big fights, man, like this. It's just sad, bro.
It's sad, Wilder, and Canelo, he's in a lose-lose situation in this whole matter, because now if he goes in there, he knocks him out, he beats him, then people are gonna say, yeah, but you failed a test twice before the fight, and then if you lose, that looks bad, because then they're gonna be like, oh, you had an advantage and you still lost. So it seemed like for Canelo, it's all bad for Canelo, So regardless if it was intentional, if somebody put a gun to him and made him eat bad meat, it's just he's going into the fight with an advantage that Golovkin didn't have. So yeah, man, that's what it is, Deontay. That's what it is, man.
That is so true.
Hey, man, that
is so true.
Deontay, because I know you're a busy man, and I want to say I really, really, really appreciate you calling in, man, and doing the show with us, man. Anything else you got to say to the fans? Anything else on your mind, man, before I let you go?
Man, to all my fans around the world, man, I really appreciate you guys so much, man. I do it. Not only I do it for my family and my loved ones that I surround myself by every day, but I also do it for you guys as well, too. I'm listening. I hear you guys paying attention, and it's a movement, baby. We done came a long way. We done had a lot of things that try to distract us or detour us from the objective that lies at hand, and the objective is to unify the division, undisputed, undefeated, heavyweight champion of the world, the baddest man on the planet. There will be one champion, one face, one name, and he go by the name of Deontay Wilder. And with you guys help and with you guys support And still, man, you know, I motivate a lot of people, but you guys motivate me as well too, and I appreciate it. So it worked hand in hand because real understand and recognize real, and we're gonna continue to do it. We're gonna smoke them guys out of there. We will get what we want, and at the end of the day, when it's all said and done and the smoke clears, we're gonna be like man, it's only gonna be us, the Bomb Squad, with our hands raised high. Instead, we did it. So I appreciate you guys so much. Love you guys. Peace. And God bless, baby. Bomb Squad! I'm out.
There it is. Take care, champ. Take care, champ. Good looking, man. That's what it is right there. The heavyweight champion of the world. My man Deontay Wilder just blew it up right over here on DBN Live. It went down. If you guys missed it, boy, y'all missed it, boy. Y'all missed a hell of a plane crash that went down, boy, I tell you. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and here, let me see here. Let me see what else y'all talking about. I might go ahead and go back to the phone lines real quick and then wrap it up. Oh, I gotta say what's up to the most important cats in the comment section, man, in the super chat section. These members right here, they keep the army, they keep the tank rolling. So let me go ahead and shout out the DBN Super Chat Army over here that donates to Dante. I appreciate that. My man Gregory Wyatt said, thanks for calling in, champ. Hashtag Bomb Squad. My man Killmonger, he said, much love, bro, from Derek Washington out of Dallas, Texas. Hashtag The Real Champ. My moderator showing love in the Super Chat section. You know you always a part of the Army. Hold on, let me scroll this down so I can read this. My man Angel Santos, he said, Eddie and company will continue to duck and dodge. They can't run and hide. We hear new media, DBN, LDBC, Bomb Squad. My man, the Cali Enigma, he said, hashtag Bomb Squad, the king of the division. Shout out to my man Reggie Owens. He said, yo, my brother Dante, you keep delivering this great new media all the time. And it is very critical to the career of fighter to come on the platforms. I wanted to call in and chop it up with the champ, but I'm in a meeting. Good looking out, Reggie. We'll get you on with the champ next time for sure, man. Another donation from Gregory Wyatt. Man, I appreciate you, man. He said, we got your back, champ. Hashtag Bomb Squad. And my man P Money with all the bomb emojis. And my man Patrick Scott, Alabama strong. He said Alabama strong. That's what it is, man. Shout out to the Army, man. The DBN Army. I appreciate you guys showing love. I want to take this. I think we got a UK call right here. I think we got a UK caller calling in. So let's go and take this call. What's going on, man? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello. Hey, man, this is Seth, the American out there in Scotland. Man.
Oh, what's going on, Seth? What's going on, man? What's on your mind?
Man, I just wanted to shout you out and say, man, congratulations on getting the champ.
Thank you.
To get him to call in. I wanted to try and get in there and tell him something. No, but I just wanted to shout you out. I think that's great that he called in, man. That was nice. I like that.
It sure was, and I really wish cats like you would have been able. I could get you guys on with him. I just didn't want to overwhelm him. But you know, the more comfortable he gets with the form, you know, maybe next time he'll be ready to take about 10 calls because the phone lines were lit completely, man.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. But thanks for showing that love, bro. I appreciate that, man. All right, man. Anything?
Yeah, man. All right, peace, man.
All right, take care, bro. Take care, man.
All right, take care. Yeah.
Yep. So I'll take a couple calls before I get up out of here, and then we winding down right now. We got 718. What's going on? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, is it me?
Yep, 718. That's you.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I'm sorry. Yeah, my name is Henry. I call from New York. I'm an African, so I have a kind of accent. I don't know if you guys gonna hear me well, but the champ was there. I was happy. I wanted to tell him something very important. And I'm just going to say that I'm from Africa, okay? What Deontay needs to do is to be careful, okay? What Anthony Joshua is doing exactly what people taught us in Africa to do. To try to be the underdog, to try to build confidence to the opponent, and at the last minute, kick his ass. And that's exactly working. So too much talking, too much showing up, too much doing so. That's not what we do. That exactly is playing exactly the game of Anthony Joshua. I love Deontay Wilder. I like him. I love him because he's humble. He came to your show. I'm sure you didn't give him $1 million to come here. He has a big heart. I love him. But he has to be careful.
Well,
He has to be careful.
Let me ask you this. Why is Anthony Joshua only playing these psychological games? If it is a psychological game he's playing with Wilder, why is he only playing it with Wilder?
Thank you for the question. Thank you for the question. Everyone has his weakness, right? And Deontay Wilder is a good puncher. He is the best puncher. He is better puncher than everybody that AJ has seen, right? Mm-hmm. So doing this psychology game with him is going to be a plus on him. And this is exactly what he's doing. He's not afraid of Deontay Wilder at all. At all. I've seen that many times. Oh. You know. Let me tell you something. I don't want to take your time. Let me tell you something. You see Obama when he came here and became president and all that. Mm-hmm. His second election, like his re-election, his first TV interview or whatever with what is his name, Mitt Romney. Uh-huh. He was playing the underdog. He was playing the stupid guy. He let Mitt Romney think that he won the game. But at the second one, you saw a second Obama because people want to remember the second face-to-face. And he beat that guy and he get the election, period. So that's what we do, African. We came here, we play the underdog. At the end of the day, we go with our bachelor's, master's, PhD, and that's it. That's what we do.
But you don't. But
and that's exactly what Anthony Joshua is doing with him. Okay. He's playing the underdog. He's acting like he can't box. He's acting like he's afraid. Building confidence in Deontay.
He's acting like he's afraid.
Too much talking.
You believe
what you saying?
You believe he's acting like he's afraid just to play mind games?
Yes, big time. I've seen that all my life.
Come on, you don't believe that now. You don't believe that now.
I believe that because that's what I've seen all my damn life. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Okay. At the end, when he's going to accept the fight, at the ring, at the first round, Deontay going to think that he's going to know that that's not what he was thinking about. Okay. And he needs to be very, very careful. You just need to be quiet, and if the match comes, if he gets the game, he gets the game. If he doesn't have the fight, he doesn't have the fight. But you need to be quiet. The fight's gonna happen. There's $1 million there. He's gonna. That's gonna happen. You just need to be quiet and study Joshua. That's it.
No, but
not too much talking and building confidence, super confidence. The guy is not afraid of him at all. Okay. I'll tell you that right now.
All right. Well, thanks for your call, man. I appreciate it, man.
No problem. And great the champion for me. For me, I love him. I love him, but he has to be careful. Okay, bye.
Oh, man. Jesus. What's going on, y'all? We having a blast over here, man. I got tears in my eyes right now, and I'm over here laughing and shit. But yeah, man. Anyway, where was I at, man? That would have actually been good to get that dude on the phone with Deontay Wilder. That would have been good. That would have been good to get dude on the phone with Wilder. Yeah, and I hear you guys saying you guys are patient. You guys, you should hang up on him. I don't really like to hang up on decafs. I don't like to hang up on decafs. I like to back them up in the corner. I like to ask them questions and kind of force them, to tell on themselves. Because if you asking people logical questions, you either going to do two things. You're either going to be forced to tell the truth or you're going to be forced to tell a ridiculous story, right? So I don't like to hang up on them. I like to keep them on. I like to let them keep running their mouth, You ain't going to take the easy way out. This is going to be torture. And we ain't going to make it easy and just shoot you in the head. Oh, it's going to be torture. But, but that was good stuff, though. That was good stuff. I just wish he would have been on the phone with Deontay Wilder. You know what just is so comical, what kills me is when people say these things, when they say, oh, he's just playing mind games with Wilder. Oh, he said he's acting like he's scared. So Joshua is acting like he's scared, right? But the question is, how come Anthony Joshua didn't act like he was scared against Charles Murray, against Takam, against Dillian White, and everyone else that he fought? How come he didn't act like he was scared against them? How come he needs to use all these mind games when it comes to Deontay Wilder? What's so different about Wilder? Rhetorical questions, man. Rhetorical questions. Once again, man, let me go ahead and add a couple new cats. I want to go ahead and proudly, add some of these cats to the super chat army. The most important cats in this section right here. I appreciate you guys because they help push this DBN tank. Everybody showing love, donating to Dante's Boxing Nation, helping the movement. I appreciate you guys. So let's show that love over here to some of the new cats that joined the tank. We got my man Mike Biggs Boxing. Hashtag Bomb Squad. Hashtag Man Down. Hashtag Strap Season. Hashtag Unify. My man King Demetrius. My man Michael Johnson, he said, I'm waiting for the caller to say welcome to 7-Eleven. Oh, man. Jokes. Another one from my man, the Cali Enigma. I appreciate you, family. I really appreciate you. Joshua, fanboys are twisting themselves into knits to defend that clown. Hashtag LDBC. What's this? K? Is that K or Q? If you speak in Spanish, it's K, but if you ain't, I guess it's Q. GA. He said, thanks for taking my call. Hashtag, okay, Atlanta. So that must be Q. Fighting Atlanta. Hashtag fighting Atlanta. That's my man. Yeah, my man that called in, and he got a chance to talk to the champ. Like I said, I had a lot of cats that wanted to talk to the champ, but I didn't want to overwhelm him. We had a real good, nice interview. So, yeah, maybe we'll try to get him to talk to more fans next time we get him on the horn. Also, a member of that DBN Super Chat tank, my man Fannin International Boxing Channel, he said, love the channel. I appreciate that, family. I appreciate everybody joining that Super Chat army. That's what it is, y'all. Phones are still lit. I can't answer all these calls, but I'll try to take a couple more. I'm going to take another call right now, but let me go ahead and jump to the comment section. And once again, I appreciate everyone in the comment section as well. I appreciate everyone watching. I appreciate you guys showing your love. If you guys missed it, we had a great, excellent interview with the heavyweight champion of the world, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. Boy, he went in. He went in right here on Dante's Boxing Nation Live. Yes, sir. Hold on now. Somebody else just joined the tank. Somebody else just joined that tank, that DBN tank. We pushing it hard, boy. Shout out to my man, Time to Ante Up. He said bomb squad with all the bomb emojis. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love and the support all day. Yeah, we moving, man. We moving. Yes, sir. Okay, much love from New Orleans, Dante. I appreciate that, J Real. All right. All right, let me go ahead and take another call. We about an hour in. Let's go ahead and take another call. See what we got here. All right, we got 630. What's going on? What's your name? Where you calling from, man?
Hey, Dante. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. What's going on, family?
All right, what's up, Dante? My name's Alex, man. It's real amazing you had the bomb earlier, man. I heard him. That's real shit right there. That's pretty cool, man.
For sure.
I'm calling from Chicago, man. I hate to change the subject on you. I don't really know if you touched on it earlier. I'm calling in a little late, but assuming Triple G and Canelo don't get it on, where do they go from here? I'm tired of hearing all this computer bullshit. Excuse my language.
It's all good.
I'm tired of hearing all this BS. Canelo on game. So where do you see both fighters going from here? I don't know if you already touched on it, but I want to hear you take it.
Yeah. I wanted to jump back on that. So perfect timing. I mean, once again, first thing first, we have to find out if if the suspension is going to be extended, because as you know, he's suspended. There was supposed to be a hearing on April 10th, but now some strange stuff is going on because now the Nevada State Athletic Commission, they filed a complaint against Canelo, which I really don't understand what that means, because they said they file a complaint, but then they say they want him now to come in and say his piece. But that doesn't make sense. That's not really making sense. It's not adding up at all to me. Something big is going on behind closed doors, because this is something that is almost unprecedented. I don't recall this ever happening where, and then they're gonna push the suspension to April 18th, 2 weeks before the fight. And HBO has already suspended promotion for the fight. So HBO is not gonna promote the fight all the way to April 18th, 2 weeks before the fight. So HBO is going to take a big hit. Golden Boy, they're going to take a big hit. Everybody is being affected by the situation. So, I mean, I don't know if this fight is going to happen. I still believe it's going to happen because, if we know they play dirty games in regular politics, you can imagine the dirty games that's played in boxing politics. With that being said, this is lose-lose for Canelo Alvarez if he goes in this fight. Once again, if he wins the fight, then they're going to say he tested positive for a PED test. If he loses the fight, he got his ass whooped while being on PEDs. You know what I mean? So that's all bad for Canelo. All bad. You know what I mean? And then you got the situation with Golovkin. Golovkin is the only one in a win-win situation right now. Because, if he loses, people will, say, oh, you lost to a guy who tested positive. If he wins, you beat Pac-Man on Energizers. You know what I mean? So now if this fight doesn't go down, then after Golovkin, which I know that was kind of your original question, but I just want to, give everyone, surmise the whole situation. Now, if Golovkin doesn't fight Canelo, Golovkin's in like almost a lose-lose situation with the opponents that he has in every single corner. As you guys know, now Jacobs versus Selesky is about to be a mandatory fight, but it would make sense since your boy Jacobs is fighting only a week before Golovkin. It would make sense that if this fight gets canceled, that makes all the sense in the world that he just go ahead and fight against Danny Jacobs, especially considering the fact
I like that one.
Yeah, Jacobs is already going to be the mandatory, assuming he beats Selesky. It's not guaranteed, but that's more likely the scenario. So that makes sense. That fight makes sense right there. Even Jamal Charlo, I'm sure, would cancel his fight, with Centino to get a fight with Golovkin. You guys have to remember too, Kell Brook, he jumped to the opportunity to fight Golovkin when Chris Eubank was hesitant to sign the contract. And Golovkin's people, their excuse was, well, that's why we fought a welterweight, because he was the only guy to jump at the opportunity, and it was last minute. Now, you got people like Charlo, people like Danny Jacobs, they're going to do the same thing that Kell Brook did. They're going to jump to the opportunity to fight against Golovkin with no questions. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So this is uphill. This is really uphill for Golovkin right now. There are no easy fights. Even Billy Joe Saunders is not an easy fight. In fact, if I was forced to pick, I might even slightly lean towards BJ in that fight, the way BJ looked against Lemieux. And not trying to say Golovkin is a Lemieux, but put it this way. I can't guarantee he would beat Golovkin, but he's going to give Golovkin a lot of problems. And even if Golovkin wins that fight, he's going to make Golovkin look extremely vulnerable in that fight. So that's my long answer to your question. Hopefully we get Jacobs. Hopefully we get Jacobs or Charlo if we don't get Canelo. So that's pretty much what that is, man.
Okay.
Yep. But
yeah, man. I mean, I'm just real frustrated because in my heart, just like, I really don't think this fight's gonna happen. It's just too much drama. Too much going on. I really don't even want to see the fight happen. That's just me personally.
Yeah, you say you don't want to see it. I mean, once again, like I said, if I was Canelo, I would pull out. because Canelo has nothing to win, and other than a check, he gains nothing in this fight other than compensation. You know what I mean? He gains nothing in this fight. So yeah.
And hypothetically speaking, why? Okay, how about this? How about both fighters? The fight is off. Let's just say that happened. Both fighters just go their ways. Do what they have to do, take care of business, and we get the rematch some other time. It's just, I think it's bad timing right now.
Yeah,
me personally,
it is. I totally agree. Hey man, well thank you for your call, man. I appreciate it. All right, fam.
All right, man. Thanks for having me, Dante.
Take care, man. All right, man. Phone lines are lit. I ain't gonna get to all these calls, but I'm gonna try to get to a couple of them because I appreciate you guys calling in. We got 818. What's going on? What's your name? Where you calling from, man?
Yeah, my name is Patrick. I'm calling from Cali. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, man. What's going on, man?
Yes, man. I wanted to make something clear, right? Remember that I got a call I was from Africa, and you were saying, like, Africans should do that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just want to make something clear. Like, listen, in Africa, we are raised, right? You can never let another man punch you, If you, like, both of them are heavyweights anyways, right? So Joshua playing my game, man, that is all crap, And that guy didn't have to say, I'm from Africa, that's what we do. Bro, we don't do that. We want a girl, we go for that girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't back down, bro. Like, it's not like that, And then another thing I wanted to talk about is about age of protectors, right? Listen, remember the time that you used to push for Golovkin versus Underwood, right? Exactly. Now, let me tell you something, because that time I was on the other side, right? I love Triple G, but damn, I was scared. I was scared, and every reason that was pushing the fight away, like, they shouldn't fight, I was on the other side too. I was like, nah, that fight shouldn't happen and everything, because I was scared, and I'm not scared to say that I was scared.
Yeah.
So these
you weren't the only one. You weren't the only one, bro. You weren't the only one. Go ahead.
Exactly. It's so I see it's the same thing right now. You know what I'm saying? We riding with Wilder, and these guys are scared, but they're scared to say that, shit, I'm scared, because everybody knows what's going to happen. That boy getting knocked the fuck out all day, every day. You already know what time it is, man. I don't want to waste too much time, but I just wanted to make those two things clear about the African thing and the Triple G thing. Just to make these age protectors know what time it is.
Yeah, just to
balance. I've been on that other side too.
That's cool. That's cool though. I mean, yeah. Once again, we get a an African caller call in. You call in to to rebuke what he basically said. You put your rebuttal in.
Listen.
You said don't speak for all of us, is what you're saying. I feel you.
No, he don't speak for all of us, bro. Like, listen, this is what it is. I've never seen no other African guy like you want a guy and like, damn, I really want to get that guy, and you be scared to do that. No, because we know, hey, I'm gonna go talk to that girl. She don't want me. But I decided to talk to her, right? And there's no way like you're gonna say, now I'm just playing mind games. You gotta be careful. These are fucking AJ fans trying to pretend like they love Wilder. They're just playing games. They just care for them, man. They know like once it happens, why they're taking all them belts, man. You already know. I'm out, man.
Hey, man. Good stuff, man. I appreciate it, man. Good stuff, man.
All right.
Oh, man, we got some good calls. We got some good calls today, man. Hey, man, we got some new cats, man, added to that super chat DBN tank. Let me go ahead and introduce some more cats inside of that tank. Appreciate y'all love. My man 78 Sports TV. I appreciate that, fam. He said Bomb Squad all day. Hashtag LDBC. That's what it is. My man Rio Imam. What's going on, my man Rio? He said, respect the channel, fam. Question, where does Canelo go from here if the fight is canceled? How should Golden Boy respond if it's canceled? Rio, that's a good question, man. I still can't wait to hear what Oscar De La Hoya got to say about the whole suspension. He hasn't said anything about that. Mr. Boxing All Day is in that tank. He said, Dante, my brother, much love. Ken Folk, do you have DBN UK Media fam to cover AJ versus JP to cut through UK Media spin? Yeah, I actually do have a couple people out there that I'm working with. But if any UK cats, if you guys are interested in working with me out there, any additional cats, go ahead and email me. Email me at Dante'sBoxingNation@gmail.com. You already know Dante's Boxing Nation. Just add the Gmail to it. All right? That's what it is, y'all. So, yeah, man, much love. Huge, huge love to that DBN Tank. I appreciate y'all, man. That's what makes the tank move. You know, they say gangsters make the world go round. Well, the tank makes this tank move. That's pretty much what it is all day. Let me go ahead and take another call. Phone lines are lit right now, man. Phone lines are lit. 646, what's going on? What's your name? Where you calling from, man?
Oh, yo, what's up, Dante? My name is Prince. I'm calling from New York. And I believe I met you in the Barclays Center one time at the last Wilder fight, man. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
Okay. Where at? Where we at? At the bottom, up top? Where you remember where we at?
It was in the floor sections. You were going back to the media.
Okay.
I was walking around. I had on the black Kangol. Next time I might have my DBN shirt on, so you recognize me.
Oh man, you gotta have that. Come on now, you don't go to no fight without a DBN shirt. You gotta be the most geared up there. You know, the best dress.
You already know.
That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. What's on your mind, man?
Well, first off, I want to thank you for your excellent interview that you had with Deontay Wilder, man. That was a great interview.
Thank you, sir.
Exposed a lot of things. And one thing I want to speak on is the double standards, man, in boxing. Like, it's crazy what's going on right now. The whole thing with the Canelo drug test, they crucified Lamont Peterson when he failed the PED test. Same thing with James Toney. And when it comes to Canelo, when it comes to people like Povetkin, when it came to Tyson Fury and the cocaine, they all get a pass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is huge. Canelo failed 2 drug tests.
Yeah.
He's a so-called pay-per-view star, man, and it's crazy, the double standard. And one thing also with this whole Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder situation, it's funny how these AJ fans always have some type of anything to bring up. Oh, Wilder doesn't have muscles like Joshua. Wilder don't have money like Joshua. Wilder doesn't sell out stadiums. I want people to start asking these guys, why don't you want to see the fight? What does that have to do with them actually fighting?
Mm-hmm.
I want some of these recaps to legitimately break down how Joshua beats Wilder. They never come with a logical argument. They just say, oh, Wilder sucks. He does this. He doesn't fight anybody. His first legitimate fight was Luis Ortiz. There's always some stupid comment, but not seeing the fight.
Yeah, but
Wilder has been...
The other excuse they're using right now, and as you heard the caller, my African brother call in earlier, the first African cat, he said that Joshua is acting like he's afraid. He said Joshua acting like he's afraid, but really it's a ploy. It's a mind game. And then when Wilder is not ready, he's gonna do a sneak attack. You know, catch him off guard. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what he said he playing. I don't even want to say possum because playing possum and acting scared is 2 different things. But that's what my man said. So. Yeah, they using a couple different excuses why, but once again, Anthony Joshua, he's not using these excuses. This is what fans are using. They making excuses that he ain't even making. So that's what it is, man. But the pressure is thick. The pressure is thick on Anthony right now, man. And you can't get away from the pressure. You can't get away from the pressure, and that's the problem that Anthony has. So we'll see what happens, man. But. Hey, but thanks for your call, man. Thanks for your input, all right, man?
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it, Dante. You have a good one.
Hey, you too, fam. So, yeah, man, hot topic, real hot topic, Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. I mean, it's gotten to the point to where no one is really talking about Parker. And that just goes to show you why this fight with Wilder and Joshua is so important. Because no one is talking about Parker. Everyone is talking about Wilder. Joshua versus Wilder. That is the biggest fight that can be made in the sport of boxing. I'll take another call. Let me see real quick what's going on over here in the comment section. My girl L Flowers. I don't know if she's talking to the other cats in the comment section. I do recall AJ saying he was not ready to fight Wilder now. Okay, the comment is moving up. Let me go back to it. Where'd it go? Now, and all of a sudden, he's acting like he's scared. Okay. I'm looking at the comments right now. Let me see. X-Con, you donated, X-Con? Let me see. Did I forget about you? Hold on. Yeah, my bad. We got another member. Let me introduce another member. This riding in that DBN tank. My man X-Con is in the building. I appreciate you, family. I don't know how I missed that. I appreciate you, man. And also Ohio Runs Boxing, showing that love, man. I appreciate you joining this tank that we ride in over here, man. You guys are all welcome to roll in that tank, that DBN tank we push. He said, what's good, Dante? All day, family, all day. My man Gregory Wyatt, he's in that tank. He said, great interview, Dante. We thank you. Hashtag LDBC. I appreciate that. Yes, sir, y'all. That's what it is. Let me see here. Yeah, for anyone who missed the interview, it'll be archived, of course, on my channel. My man Deontay Wilder, man, he showed his love. He blessed us with a great interview. He talked about Dillian White. He talked about Anthony Joshua. He talked about the Canelo situation, since he can really relate to that. You know, Deontay Wilder has damn near been cursed with opponents testing positive for PEDs. You know, so it was a great interview, man. If you guys missed it, definitely check it out on my channel. Okay. I didn't expect to be on the horn this long, but you know how I go. When you get on this damn roller coaster and they're going to let you ride for free, why get off the damn ride? All right. We got 347. What's going on? What's your name? Where you calling from, man?
Yo, what's up, Dante, man? Good to be talking with you, man.
All day. What's up?
A lot of good things. I hear you. I'm calling in from New York.
Okay.
And wanted to touch base on Deontay and Wilder. My opinion is, guy, he's probably scared, but that's okay. That's a normal trait for these modern boxers. They're making all kind of excuses. That's just a normal trait.
You said a normal trait. That's a damn shame when it comes to that.
That's a normal trait for modern boxers, and you got, they just giving it up like that right now. But back then, boxers used to fight no problem. They just used to get in there no matter what.
Yeah.
But I see Anthony Joshua. If he gets in there, he got a better chance than you think. Whatever he did with Klitschko. All he needs is that good old confidence. Get in there. Nobody really knows what's going to happen. But
man, you giving him a pep talk, huh?
What's up?
I said, you giving him a pep talk, huh? You trying to get a man some confidence.
Same thing with Gennady Golovkin. I believe Canelo is better, but he puts himself to the level of the other fighter, which levels him out. You know what I mean? So Anthony Joshua got a better chance, I believe, than everybody thinks. What are your thoughts on that?
When I was just doing something over here, you were asking me if I thought Golovkin had a better chance or vice versa.
Well, I'm saying that, I feel like Canelo is a better boxer than Natty.
Okay.
Natty.
Yeah.
Natty has more confidence.
Yeah, I mean.
So when you level yourself out, you level yourself out mentally, then it's like it's really I'm gonna say confidence game.
Yeah.
Those two.
And I'll let you guys know how you get a DBN shirt in a minute. But let me go ahead and respond to my man. Going into the first Golovkin-Canelo fight, I personally thought that Canelo would go right off the momentum of Kell Brook's performance, Danny Jacobs' performance, and he would basically, finish the deal. I thought he would go in there because Danny Jacobs, he did good. A lot of people thought he won, but he was a little more passive than I'm sure he wanted to be. And I know if it was a rematch, we would see a much more aggressive, more confident Danny. So I figured that Canelo will go in there, he would look at the blueprint of what Danny did, what Kell did, and he would finish the job. but he was actually a little reluctant in there as well. I agree with you. He's the better boxer. But the thing is, he needs to be able to back up Golovkin every once in a while. He was allowing Golovkin to kind of dictate the pace a lot of times throughout the fight with the jab, but there was times when he looked comfortable sometime outboxing Golovkin, but he does need to be a little bit more confident. He needs to be a little bit more aggressive. He needs to be a little bit more confident. He needs to take advantage of the fact that Golovkin himself was reluctant, and Golovkin was afraid to go to the body when Golovkin had him on the ropes. So yeah, a Canelo more confident, a little bit more aggressive. I see him winning the fight, but the problem once again is he's tarnished. This fight is tarnished. This fight is tarnished. It's cursed. It has a dark cloud over it, and unfortunately for Canelo, even if he wins the fight, it's gonna be tainted. He's not gonna get full credit for it because of the failed PED test. But that's what it is, though. That's what it is.
It might be a third go at it. You know what I mean? So
it could be.
They end up fighting.
But
there's going to be like an excuse, and they're going to say, but these.
But HBO might not even. I'm starting to think the way this is going, HBO might not even want to deal with it. I don't know. I mean, because I'm thinking somebody's got to be pissed off. Somebody pissed off about their money right now. Because once again,
Buterol is not a crazy drug, though. I'll tell you that.
It's not so much.
Buterol is a borderline. It's a borderline. They were kind of like borderline. It's
you said it.
Nasty.
You said it. But listen to how that sounds though. You can't really water down a steroid. I mean,
that's all politically correct shit.
Yeah. You can't really say, oh well, it's a steroid, but it wasn't like it was the best steroids. You know what I mean? Like, I take you to my boy and we get the best steroids. What you got, that's some backyard boogie steroid stuff. That you got seeds in them and that steroid and them steroids. I'm gonna get you some of that. I'm gonna get you some of that blue magic steroid juice. That.
I got one answer to that.
Yeah. That
give the other motherfuckers some steroids and level it out. And that's it.
Well, yeah, I mean, but once again, then we go back to the Wild Wild West. I mean, it's unfortunate, man. It's an unfortunate situation. And
let me tell you something. Boxing in today's state, man, I love the sport of boxing. It courses through my blood. I don't watch nothing else. But boxing in today's state, it's a sad. These guys need to really fight. These guys really need to really get in there and make it interesting because it's real good fights are too far in between nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Then when they happen, you got all this cloud around it, some bullshit. So what are they doing? I want to see some real men fight. Like Charlo, man. Charlo talked a lot. That's the truth. But these guys really need to get in there. I like the talking part.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about it. I love the excitement. I love people with confidence. But Charlo don't got real confidence. Charlo's just talking out his ass. So when you see real confidence, when you really see it.
Yeah.
Someone got it. You got Demetrius Andre got it. What's the other dude that fought Gennady Golovkin?
Danny Jacobs.
Danny Jacobs got it. Now you talking about real men that will really compete. And you got Charlo just beating around the bush. You playing. Fight Demetrius. Go ahead. That's good luck. See what's gonna happen.
All day. Hey, you know what, man? Real good stuff, man. And you right. I mean, we don't have.
We need to put Demetrius in there. We need to put Demetrius in there to take everybody to the fuck out. This is what's happening. You got a hell of a good boxer.
Let me say this. Let me say this. When it comes to Andre, he's closing in because I mean, right now with Golovkin.
But he's only getting older.
Yeah, but right now Golovkin is he's forced to face one of these lions because Charlo is his mandatory. Danny Jacobs, if Danny Jacobs beats your boy Selesky, he'll be Golovkin's mandatory. And then you have Andre versus Darren Yanchenko. But that's not an easy fight for Andre. Darren Yanchenko is a good fighter. But whoever wins that fight, they'll also become a mandatory. So it's getting to the point where every fight is tough for Golovkin. And the question is he going to retire or is he going to fight one of these lions? Or is he going to go to 168?
He's going to fight one of these lions. He's going to fight one of these lions.
I hope so. I hope so.
It's going to be the easiest route, and it's going to be Charlo. Charlo's the easiest one out of both of these guys.
You think Charlo is the easiest out of all of them?
Charlo's, for me, Charlo's too much hype, man. I see too many flaws in this game. Too many.
What kind of flaws do you see?
There's just too many flaws in this game. For me, he's just straight up and down. He's not loose. He's not beautiful in there. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got Demetrius. Demetrius is straight. If we get him active, man, this guy is beautiful in the ring. You know, you got damn, what's the other one?
You got Danny Jacobs, Andrade.
Danny Jacobs, I can't forget this guy's name. Danny Jacobs is beautiful in the ring. Although Danny Jacobs, he got a lot more to learn. I feel like he can plateau his level. He's better. You know, he's at the top. He's at a top elite level.
Okay.
You can't compare him to two guys.
All right, man. Well, I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but I'm trying to get to some more calls before I get out of here. But hey, good stuff, man. All right, man. Take care, man.
Talking to you.
All right, man.
Take care.
Okay, man. So I'm not even gonna respond to that right there. When it comes to Charlo, we already know what it is when it comes to Charlo. Let me go ahead and go ahead and also include these cats. This a part of that tank. You know, we got a lot of cats in the tank, man. Most important part and most important people holding it down. Let me go ahead and just shout them out, man. My man Blue Blood Sports TV. Subscribe to his channel. He part of the panel. What's going on, Blue Blood? We got my man Dark Truth. He said, great interview, Deontay Wilder is the people's champ. If White wasn't under Hearn's camp, Wilder would take that fight more seriously. It is imperative that Wilder shows Hearns he's his own man. Good looking out, man, and I appreciate you jumping in that DBN tank with us and pushing it hard, man. Yeah, also a member of that tank, my man Dana Jones. Appreciate it, man. Dana Jones showed 2 donations. I appreciate you, family. Appreciate that. Also, rolling in that tank, my man Standing 8 Count. He said AJ protectors equal Trump supporters. Excuses 4 days. Oh, man. That's what it is, y'all. That's what it is. Let me see. Did I miss anyone? Let me see here. Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys, man. I really appreciate you guys showing the love and joining that DBN Super Chat tank all damn day. Hashtag new media. Okay, let me see here. All right, we winding down. Phone lines are still lit. I keep answering calls, but we got to end it eventually. Okay, we got 240. What's going on? What's your name? Where you calling from?
How you doing, man? My name Eric. I'm calling from PG County, Maryland.
What's going on, man?
Well, I want to first say that I'm a fan of your platform, and I appreciate you telling the truth all the time. But I want to know your opinion on whether or not Deontay Wilder not having a traditional powerhouse promoter is actually hurting him in his quest to make the fight. Granted, he is aligned with Al Heyman.
That's an easy question to answer. I think I'll say absolutely not, because I mean, once again, it don't matter if you got Michael Jackson, you got whoever, Don King, you got the best pound for pound. It doesn't matter who you have promoting you. If Anthony Joshua has a certain level of respect for Deontay Wilder, then it doesn't matter who's promoting Deontay Wilder. You know, because this never has been about the promoter. Think about this for a second. Did Carlos Takam have a spectacular promoter? Did Dillian White or who's some other Charles Murray, Dominic Brazil? They didn't have spectacular promoters. And
But they also had realistic expectations in the negotiations.
Well, no, but we can't say that because we don't know, because Deontay Wilder, he said money has never been discussed. And you also have to remember, Anthony Joshua is not saying he's not saying too much about money. You know, he's going on record already saying, you know, well, Deontay Wilder, he turned pro way before I did. And, you know, I'm not going to be rushed into this fight. You know, so he said things that had nothing to do with, you know, money. So if we listening to everything Anthony Joshua has said, a lot of it had nothing to do with money. So that tells me, and on top of it, when I interviewed Anthony Joshua, I said, you know, who would you say is the most dangerous, you know, fighter next to you? He picked Deontay Wilder. You know, so he's not quick to say the money, oh, we offered him a fight. You know, it's not like the Pacquiao Mayweather situation where, you know, Floyd Mayweather offered Manny Pacquiao a fight and Manny Pacquiao said, you know, we don't want the fight because we're not going to take that test. You know what I mean? Or then the second negotiation, Floyd offered him $40 million and Pacquiao said no, 50-50. It's not a situation like that. In this situation, you got your boy, what's that background noise?
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, that's your okay. That's your background. That's your background. But anyway, so that's what it is. So the difference once again is Anthony Joshua is not offering Wilder anything. It's not like Wilder turned down a drug test. It's not like Wilder, you know, is asking for a ridiculous amount of money. If you just heard the interview he did with me, he said we never talked about money. So we can't use the money excuse. So
I'm not necessarily saying the money is the difference because we all agree that this is a 50-50 fight. It's the best fight that could be made in the division. And in a perfect world for the fans, we want it next. But realistically, they both have to want to meet in the middle. I don't think either one of them is afraid of each other. I don't think either one of them is shying away. But I do feel like his lack of a promoter or a figurehead.
Let me hold on because you
can point at and directly ask.
Well, let me ask you this: would you say that Anthony Joshua sees Deontay Wilder as more dangerous than everyone he's faced in the past?
Other than Klitschko, I think he would say yes.
Wait. What do you mean?
If you asked him face to face. If you was to ask him personally, I think he would say Klitschko was a more dangerous fight.
Okay, well, we would have to ask him because that's your answer. So we would have to ask him that. So you believe that he thinks that Klitschko was more dangerous? Okay. Well, like I said,
outside of the Klitschko fight, that's the most dangerous fight he could take right now.
Yeah, and once again, like I said, he got in the ring with Charles Murray. He got in the ring with Dominic Breazeale. And like I just said, it had nothing to do with money because according to Deontay Wilder, they haven't even discussed money. And we've heard Anthony Joshua say out of his own mouth that he's not going to be rushed into a fight with Deontay Wilder. He said, I work very hard to get to where I'm at. He never said this when he got in the ring with Vladimir Klitschko. He never said this when he got in the ring with Dillian White. He has only said these things when it comes to Wilder. And once again, he said in my interview that Wilder was the most dangerous opponent next to himself. So even he's disagreeing with you to a full extent. You know what I mean? But you know what? I believe the fight is going to happen. I believe the fight is going to happen because there's too much pressure for the fight not to happen. So, hey man, but I'm going to get to another call. Hey, thank you for calling in though. All right, man?
All right, man.
All right, take care. All right, man. So once again, the one thing we know for certain, guys, is no matter how you want to, put this situation, one thing we know for certain is there is one fighter that wants to fight now. There's one fighter that wants to fight yesterday. And it's not Anthony Joshua. So it doesn't really matter what type of word games we play. When a lot of people, they so heavy. They love to say, oh, I'm not going to say that they're scared and this and that. You ain't got to say it. You ain't got to say Wilder is scared or you ain't got to say Anthony Joshua is scared. Only thing you can say Only thing we have to say is the facts. The facts are Wilder wants to fight today. Joshua does not want to fight today. And let's just leave it at that. Let's just leave it at that. So, yeah, man, that's what it is. That's what it is. It would have been, okay, I keep. What's this? I want to read these comments. Let me see. Let me read some of these comments. And you know what I don't understand? Well, you know what? No, I'll save it for my next show. I'll save it for my next show. Anyway, guys, look, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I'm sorry I couldn't get to everyone's calls on the phone line.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry I couldn't get to everyone's phone call or answer everyone's call. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. We've been 1 hour and 36 minutes in. Let me make sure. Okay, I got everybody in the super chat section because those are the most important cats. So once again, man, they always gonna get that love. So I'm gonna go ahead and shout y'all out one more time. Everyone that jumped in that DBN tank with me, part of the team. Shout out to my man Gregory Wyatt, my man Killmonger, my man Angel Santos, the Cali, Enigma, Reggie Owens, Gregory Wyatt, P Money, Patrick Scott, Mike Biggs Boxing, King Demetrius, Michael Johnson, the Cali Enigma again, Q Georgia, Alexander Wilson, Fannin International Boxing Channel, Time to Ante Up, X-Con, Patrick Scott, Ohio Runs Boxing, Rio Amon, 78 Sports TV, Mr. Boxing All Day, Gregory Wyatt again, the Cali Enigma again, Standing 8 Count, Dana Jones, Blue Blood Sports TV, Dark Truth, and Dana Jones. Y'all know what it is, man. I appreciate you guys showing love. I appreciate you guys joining that tank. We're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap it up. Once again, man, you know, I can't wait to see what's going to happen with this whole Canelo situation. You know, when it comes to him being suspended and Nevada State Athletic Commission filing a complaint on your boy. God damn, it's not looking good for Canelo. It's just looking ugly, man. It's just looking ugly for Canelo right now. They filing a complaint? You mean to tell me they are offended by his actions? God damn. God damn. Anyway, y'all, at the end of the day, y'all know what it is. Make sure you guys tune in. This was just a live show, okay? This is not the radio show. We do the actual live radio show on Sundays, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 9 o'clock Eastern, okay? Make sure you guys tune in to that show. You thought this was lit. That's the real lit show right there. We have special guests, as we had today. We have a full panel. We allow you guys to call in. You know, I want you guys to be more versatile. I want more decafs to call in, man. You know, some of the most passionate, emotionally attached decafs who love to be the first people to comment in my videos, those are the ones that are often afraid to call in. I want y'all to call in, man. I'm going to sit you right in front of the class, okay? So you can get all the education you need. You don't need no damn loan. We're going to give you a free grant for this education. You feel me? We're going to pay for your whole college tuition when you come over here to DBN, baby. So that's pretty much what it is, man. So once again, make sure you guys tune in to the live show this Sunday. It's going down like a plane crash. Y'all know what it is, man. Hashtag Dante's Boxing Nation. Hashtag New Media. Hashtag Decaf Busters. Hashtag Dante's Cooking Nation. Hashtag Dante's Muscle Nation. You already know what it is, man. It's the nation, baby. Yep. Oh, yeah, and thanks for my special guest for joining the show, the heavyweight champion of the world, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. showing his love. We'll see y'all on the next one, because I'm on to the next one.